Hi everybody, my name's Skagi.
I'm Magna.
And I'm Stevie.
And we're here to welcome you to yet another tea and tarot spread of the month.
Woo!
And this is for June.
Pride.
And you can always join us in person on the first Friday of each month at 6 p.m. right here at Books, Beans, and Candles in Birmingham, Alabama. And on the third Friday, also at 6 p.m., we have our in-person Sips and Stars event. It's an interactive astrology event. And on the fourth Monday, we have it's also at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Magic City Pagans is an interactive discussion group kind of thing. Different topic each month. It's always a good time. So without further ado...
What spread are we doing this month, Skagi?
So this is sort of a midsummer kind of spread.
Midsummer. Shakespeare.
My thought was like, oh, don't join the cult, man. You have to watch more movies.
What?
You have to watch more movies.
What? What are those?
Anyway, what's your spread?
So, midsummer, when it's the longest day of the year, right? And that's sort of a sun-related kind of vibe, right? Mm-hmm. So, the spread is built around it's a technique more than a spread.
A spread.
Technique.
And so what we'll do is we'll look through our deck until we find the sun card. And then we're going to choose the two that are in front of it and the two cards that are behind it. And this can be used with just about anything. You can use, any focus you have, and build a little spread around it.
It's going to be the last card.
It is going to be the last card.
What happens if it is the last card?
Well, then you use the top two. And
just cycle back around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or you can go, take a mulligan and do it again.
Shuffle them again.
The cards say it's not right. We must reshuffle.
All these cards are bad. Shuffle them again.
Oh, look, we're still going through the deck. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
There's the sun. And there we go.
Cards located.
Ooh, what did we get?
And so let's do this thing so we can actually let everyone see the cards. All right. Make it work.
Dance, monkeys, dance.
And so,
wow.
My idea here is we've got looking at the energies going on around this time, and around the sun, which has that sort of innocence kind of vibe to it, and a sort of newness, fresh start, a lot of new energy coming in.
Mm-hmm.
We have the sunny days and the cloudy days. And so looking at kind of what's going on, the light and the clouds, the light and the shadow. So looking at these two cards over here as, the what's in front, as the sunshiny kind of stuff. And oh my goodness.
Oh. Well, nothing is hidden in the light of the sun. So
everything kind of is coming forward, having to pay attention to feelings that we may be having.
Ew.
And almost to the point of being stuck with that Three of Wands
not having
reversed.
A kind of like concise direction forward. There's kind of, I think, that desire to be anywhere but here a little bit, but being like, but where go?
Yeah, I like this combination of cards because if I were to look at this as like one huge card, it's the sense of like, hey, you've been putting this off for quite some time. We need to check in with ourselves, feel our feelings, don't get lost in them. That's going to be that's easier said than done, truth be told. But like, you've been running for far too long. You need to actually feel what you feel and deal with this.
But what if I want to be a pressure cooker?
Pop
without
off,
the release.
And in this deck, the Pulp Tarot, we have this is sort of a sci-fi kind of thing, all right? And so at least that's the way it feels to me, sort of a sci-fi kind of vibe. And that could have that, okay, what has come to light is maybe we need to come back down to earth, ground ourselves, and be a part of this.
Stop being a space cadet about.
And that's an important thing to remember with all of the cards. They all exist on a spectrum. There's no card that's always good. There's no card that's always bad. And so, yeah, the sun and the energy of all of that and the innocence and all of those traditional things are great. But the sun can also burn you up.
I was just about to say, we like those sunny days for picnics, but oh my God, my alabaster skin just burns.
Yeah,
Where's your sunblock?
so we have to keep that in mind. But like you said, Magna, the sun brings it to light. And so the light side of this actually is pay attention to what you've been.
No more avoiding it.
So on the cloudy side, or the shade side.
Shade. Insert RuPaul soundtrack.
I got pride.
We've got the star, and we've got the chariot reversed. So with the star has that sort of liminal kind of vibe, that sort of maybe some things are coming to light, finding some new directions, maybe pointing ourselves in another direction. Yeah. But with the chariot reversed, it has that don't hurry, don't rush, don't.
You got time. You can figure it out at your own pace.
You can figure it out at your own pace, and also too, with the chariot, I kind of have like that fourth house and astrology element with like Cancer. So like the hominess, the either literal mother, or kind of like those nurturing, mothering feelings. And I think especially having the Five of Cups here, where I don't feel so good, guys, is very much wrapped up in that. And I think to have these kind of mirrored in their positions, having to unpack those feelings in a way that's a little bit more, let me get guidance from them, as opposed to just like the catharsis of the Five of Cups a little bit, or at this point maybe questionable catharsis, but the need for it, right? And having the ability to unpack, why is this sucky? Why does this uncomfortable? What's the sticking point?
Taking lessons from go, this feeling really sucks.
Why?
What can it teach me?
Yeah, very much so. And allowing the star to give that methodology of how to get out of it a little bit, with the very Aquarius vibes here, that out of the box way of thinking, and also too, I kind of like how you have the brightness and the sometimes overwhelming nature of the sun, and having the way forward be the star, where it's still light and it is still guiding you, but it's a little bit less sunglasses needed, a little bit more of a gentle light forward.
So the future's so bright I gotta wear shades.
Yeah, very much so.
Just a little light as a treat.
And in this one especially, I mean, we have this. You mentioned some juxtaposition, and we're seeing this here, come down to earth. Don't be in a hurry. Allow ourselves this sort of, like you said, the out of the box thinking, the Aquarius kind of vibe, and encounter those feelings, whether it's that sense of loss. Because sometimes the Five of Cups is interpreted as, don't cry over spilled milk. Sure. But in this case, it's, I just found these things, now I have to feel these things.
And I also kind of like, especially because with the star, I like think of it in context sometimes with the cards around it. And so to have this card be the one after the Tower, everyone's super favorite bad card, or rough card anyway, I think that this is a little bit of similar flavoring, I guess. There's a kind of through line in these, less maybe dramatic and or traumatic in some ways than the Tower, but like that's that sense of like the upsetness, the just even the shock of it, the heaviness is very much in the Five of Cups, and so having these two hold hands in that way is a really interesting sort of parallel in that regard. So,
and go ahead.
The Tower has fallen. You can take the time necessary to look at the foundation, make sure you got all your bricks laid out, rebuild it all, because it looks to me like the entirety of everything is like, hey, healing is not a once and done sort of thing.
It's not?
It's not. I know, shocking. It comes in seasons, like Midsummer.
I see what you did there. That's a good one.
Yes.
In this deck, the artist has really brought in the youthful nature of the character on the Sun card, but in this case, the horse is not an actual pony ride, and it has that. So it's not moving. It's not, but it does have that sense of joy to it.
Yeah.
But
Bouncy.
in this deck also, it does kind of tie this stuff into the you've got to stay here.
Yeah.
How's that? So you can use this technique with any central card and choose one in front, one behind, all around. This is great if you want to drill down into a specific aspect of life. You just choose the card that you feel vibes with that for you, and let it point to you as to what's going on around it. So we want to thank you for joining us for yet another Tea and Tarot spread of the month.
Woo!
You can also join us in person on the first Friday night of the month at 6 p.m. right here at Books, Beans, and Candles in Birmingham, Alabama. We look forward to seeing you there. Safe journey.
Bye. Pop
Without the
off,
release.
sis.